101. Your next comedian, another one of my favorites in Chicago. You can see her all over the place. She runs a show on Fridays at the Laugh Factory called Key Club. Did I fuck that up, Jess?
You got it right.
I nailed it. She runs a show. It's all about confidence, gang. She runs a show at Laugh Factory on Fridays called Key Club, but she's here tonight. Start clapping right now for Jessica Mance, everybody.
What's up? How are we doing? Oh my gosh, we're surviving the extreme weather. I've made it another summer without getting pregnant, and that's a good feat, isn't it? But we should be celebrating. Those of us trying not to get pregnant, we made it. People think that like the winter when it's cold, that's like baby making weather. No. You have too much time to think. Okay? If I'm taking a guy home from the bar, I've got 20 layers of clothes to take off before I think, do I even really want to fuck him? You know what I mean? Like, I take off my coat. He's like, oh, I don't have a condom. And I'm like, that's okay. And then he starts to take his boot off and he does a little hop. And then I get the ick. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe let's go get a condom, you know? Like, we can do that. In the summer, I'm already naked. You know, there's just 2 seconds, I'm already naked. And I'm delirious from the heat, so I can be talked into literally anything, okay? It's like, oh, I can't put a raincoat on little Daryl. It's 100 degrees outside. It's too hot for that. I'm like, you know what? That's logic. That sounds absolutely right. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. I also don't get the ick as much in the summer because of the delirium, right? I just don't get it. It's not happening. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. And people think that's because I like hate children. I don't hate children. I just don't want to be a parent. Right? Like I don't want to go through the stage of having to watch children's television. Like I just think that they're asking you to suspend your disbelief just like a little bit too much. And that's really frustrating. Like it pisses me off. Like, my biggest gripe is with the show Blue's Clues. Are we familiar with Blue's Clues? If you don't know Blue's Clues is a show where it's this dog, Blue, and she leaves these little hints around the house to let her owner, Steve, know what she wants. And then Steve goes around, he puts all the clues together, and he's like, oh, this is what Blue wants. I'm not buying it. Because when have we ever known a man to take a hint? You know, like, I just don't think that's happening. And also, there's other characters on the show. There's the spices, salt and pepper, yeah, and then there's baby paprika, and cumin, and sage. And I'm like, hold up, all of them? Steve's white. You want me to think he has cumin? And he's a bachelor. You think he has a whole spice rack? The only thing bachelors have are leftover Parmesan cheese packets from Jet's Pizza. That's it. Salt if you're lucky, if it's leftover from a McDonald's delivery. You know what I mean? And it's always way too much salt in those little packets. It's a very frustrating way to eat salt. And it doesn't spread. There's just a mountain of salt, and you're like, fuck, why did I even do this? Put me on the Nexium right now, I guess. Those that laugh have high blood pressure, you know. I believe it or not, I know my way around a Planned Parenthood, and when you go in to get an abortion, they have to give you an ultrasound to make sure you're pregnant. Because I guess too many people are just getting abortions for fun, you know? So in a lot of states, they legally have to ask you this question. Do you want to know if it's twins? No. I don't want one. What makes you think I would all of a sudden want two? And then I thought about it and I asked her, I go, well, is it gonna cost the same? And she said, yeah, it's the same price. I was like, whew, okay, well in that case, do tell me. Because I love a good BOGO deal. I would just feel way better walking out of here knowing I got a 2 for 1. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have kids anytime soon. Don't worry. I've been avoiding having sex with people that can get me pregnant. That's like my form of birth control. Because people are like, Jessica, if you don't use a condom, you can get on birth control. I'm not gonna remember to take that. You can set an alarm. No. I snooze my alarm to get up in the morning 12 times every day. A 4 p.m. birth control alarm goes off. I'm fucking ignoring that, okay? I'm not doing it. I just haven't been having sex with men, mostly because I don't like the way that men dirty talk. Like, I just think they're not that good at it. Like, one go-to is usually, I want to put a baby in you. That's a threat. That is a threat. Why would you threaten me like that? I will call the police, okay? One time I had a partner who thought he was doing, like, cute pillow talk by thinking that he would say, like, what do you think our kids are going to look like? I don't know. That's a dumb question. Because you really don't know what your kids are going to look like, and you're supposed to love them anyways. That's what I've heard. I don't know. However, if I had kids, I would know exactly what they would look like. Like, they would have, like, little eyes, little nose, little mouth. Because all kids with fetal alcohol syndrome, they all have the same face. I lost some of you, it's okay. I wouldn't do it, right? I would clearly abort it, right? The more responsible option. I have a girlfriend, I'm queer, we're non-monogamous. I'm checking all the boxes. I've been trying to figure out a way to, like, put on dating websites that I'm non-monogamous. We do have an acronym, ENM, for ethically non-monogamous, as opposed to unethically non-monogamous, which is just cheating, right? I hate the acronym. It feels very clinical. And I already have too many acronyms in my fucking bio. It's starting to look like a line of code. You know what I mean? I settled on just putting non-monog, like I'm just a valley girl that can't be bothered with all the syllables. Like, here's the stitch. I'm non-monog. Do you want to get fraps at stars? That's how I flirt with people on a cheap date. One thing I hate about being non-monogamous is that people automatically assume that you're, like, into group sex. Group sex makes me very nervous. Like, if I'm taking a group picture, I don't know what to do with my hands. Are we doing the small in the back? Are we going around the shoulders? And now we're naked? That's a lot of pressure. I don't have that kind of sexual confidence, you know what I mean? I know that some people build their sexual confidence by, like, getting plastic surgery. Like, they'll get, like, bigger tits or bigger ass. And I'm like, I think that's kind of going about it the wrong way. Like, if you really want to be the hit at a sex party, get more limbs. That's what's missing. Like, I don't want to be at an orgy unless I look like Doc Ock from Spider-Man fucking playing with a bop-it. You know what I mean? I was in denial about my sexuality for a long time, and one of my friends told me that she read this test in a magazine where if you look at your hand and your ring finger and your pointer finger are the same length, gay. This is science, you guys. So I go to look at my hand. I pull my fingers out of my best friend's vagina. I was like, well, looks like I'm straight, mystery solved. Thanks so much, you guys. Give it for your host, Joe.
Jessica Mance, everybody, let her hear it.